Welcome back to Ohio and Company. We continue our Inviting Conversation segment. What's that? Well, we spark your opinions on different things. We will start a conversation on volunteerism in our community in just a minute. But first this week, Wade Meyer is here to talk about the historic health care reform the U.S. passed. We're going to see now what the Senate does with it, and it's certainly a conversation topic this week.
My issue with the health care reform is not what was passed or what was not passed. My concern is that it seems to continue to be a political issue. And let me give you a little history on that. I took a course in leadership at Wright State University several years ago, and the professor said compromise is a bad word. And what he meant by that was, for things to be successful, they need to be consensus. Consensus means, are the two parties involved, or are the husband and wife involved, or are the teacher and student involved, able to come up with something that everybody can live with at the time? My concern over the healthcare issue, and the question that I ask is, why is it so hard for political groups or groups in general to get together and come up with a consensus that people can live with, rather than what looks to be an A versus B piece of legislation? Immediately after it passed the House, someone from the opposing party came right out and said, it's dead in the Senate before it gets there. So what was the value of passing something that doesn't have a chance anyway, and is it purely political grandstanding?
Well, consensus in Washington, as you know, is very difficult because of all the voices that the lawmakers represent.
Yes.
So obviously that's a tough task. It's an interesting topic, but we'll have to see if working together, we'll have to see if lawmakers can agree on a solution to health care reform. We'll see. Working together, though, people are definitely helping people in our community. And Noni McMillian joins us now with FirstLink. Welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, let's explain what FirstLink does. Two main elements. You help people, and you also help people. In other words, help them volunteer.
Yes.
Let's start with the helping people. What do you do?
Basically, we run the 211 call center for Franklin County, where people can call to get help or to give help. So if you have a need for rent assistance, utility bill assistance, right now we're in the holiday period, so people are calling for Thanksgiving and holiday help. You can call us 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and speak with a live representative who can help you.
And how many people are you helping? How far does the arm reach? I know you're based in Columbus, but...
Yes, we serve primarily Franklin County. We also take some calls for Lutheran Social Services. They run a mobile pantry, so we serve about 4 other counties for food. So we reach a lot of people.
So you're basically trying to connect the dots with people.
Yes, a lot of people know that they definitely know they have a need, but they don't know where to go to get help for that need. We're like a clearinghouse for nonprofits, so we keep thousands and thousands of resources in our database. Some are well known, some are not so known, but for people who need help, especially people who are newly unemployed, who have never had to seek help before, kind of connecting the dots of the matrix of the social service agencies can be a little difficult, so we really help people do that.
And another big value you add for people is if they're watching right now and they say, I'd really like to volunteer, maybe they're new to the area, they don't really know how to jump in. You're a great resource for that, too.
Absolutely. We provide a lot of volunteer opportunities. We are a national volunteer center with the Points of Life Foundation. Primarily, we are looking for people to call and answer the 211 lines. Some of the benefits, definitely you get to know the community resources. You get to take advantage of our professional development training series for free. A lot of networking with other social service agencies and individuals, and just a good feeling of helping someone who can't help themselves at the time.
You mentioned, we've talked about holiday seasons coming up, And I'm imagining that with the recession, the need is quite great this year.
Yes, we've seen a 20% increase for requests for food. I don't know if we'll completely understand the impact of that right away, but definitely people who have never asked for help before. We get a lot of calls from people who say, you know, last year I gave to United Way, or I participated in a food drive, and unfortunately this year I need the help. So we really encourage everyone, if you can, if you're unemployed looking for a job right now, come out, get some networking opportunities, maybe gain some new skills that you've never had before, and come and help the community.
And Wade, this is a good inviting conversations topic, because, you know, as I think about the gifts that I'll be buying, but I truly think giving is better than receiving, and I want my kids to learn that lesson. So maybe this is a lesson to bring home to families, is let's volunteer this holiday.
There are a couple of things to add to that. One of the activities in which I'm participating through the LSS is something called an in-gathering, where we are putting together bags of Thanksgiving meals for people. And so we got a list, and it says put these items into a bag, and each one serves a family. It's a wonderful way for a family to get together and put a bag together and take it, knowing that another family will benefit from this. Yes.
Inviting conversations.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Noni McMillian from FirstLink, thank you for being here too.
Thanks for having me.
And if you need more information about FirstLink, head to firstlink.org. And to join in on the conversation, go to invitingconversations.com. Stay with us, more Ohio & Company ahead.